Hi there, it's Save with Crypto here. Okay, so this was something I did last night. I'm just putting the sound on afterwards because I had to be really quiet last night. So I was looking at MERL chain, which was something I bought 3 weeks ago at the price of, what did I pay? I paid about 90 cents, I think, for it. So I bought 106.38 MERL chain. And now the price has come down quite horrible. So what I decided to do last night was sell a bit of Pepe that I've got, not very much, and also some Jasmy as well. And the idea was to sort of sell them to get about $60 together and then buy some MERL chain. I actually managed to buy 155 MERL with it. The idea was to sort of get a cheaper price so that my average buying price wasn't too bad, and then hopefully I'll get out with a little profit. So you can see my Pepe sold there, and then I looked at the Jasmy and I just set another limit sell up with Jasmy, and the Jasmy actually sold straight away when I did that. And with both of these, they were such small amounts that I didn't bother, setting a good limit order. I just left the limit order on whatever price came up, and then I sort of sold at that price. And yeah, for sure, the Jasmy one actually just sold straight away. And there it goes. Okay, so armed with some USDT, I went off to buy some more MERL. So here I set a limit order at 0.38803. Okay, and then when I came back to it later on, it had filled. Okay, so back to today, Tuesday the 14th of May. And what I was looking at here is in my spot wallet was the MERL there. Now I kind of worked this out sort of roughly in my head, so that I'd paid about 61 cents for each MERL on average. And what I did notice is if you click kind of here, you get a profit and loss analysis, right? So give that a click. And I think this is actually what you've paid for it. I think that's what it's saying there. Which sounds about right. So it seems like I paid about 0.5988 on average for my MERL. Okay, and the last recorded price is 0.402119. Okay, so I'm not actually that much down, really, am I? I suppose I am percentage-wise, aren't I? But it shows you here today's profit and loss, 30-day profit and loss, total profit and loss. Yeah, okay, so I'm about $51 down. That's what I thought, to be honest. Okay, so what I'm looking for is a price over 60 cents, isn't it? Well, I think what I'll do to remind myself is I'll go to Trading View and go to my MERL chart here. This is MERL USDT, and I'm going to put a horizontal ray, one of these things, up here at about 60 cents. Looks a long way away now, doesn't it? And then I'm going to just give that the text. There you go. So I'll do that. I'll just leave it dead on 60 cents. Then I'm going to give it a little alarm here, just saying that. Okay, B for break even. So I'll get an alarm from TradingView when the price goes up there, and then I can decide what I want to do with it. But it probably wasn't the best choice in the world, but that just shows you a little bit about spot trading and what you can do. I mean, my problem with trading spot is when the price goes down, you've not got many options. It's not like you can sort of long it on the way back up, because these sort of things aren't available for inverse perpetual derivative trading. Obviously, if it was Bitcoin or Ethereum, it'd be a different matter. But for things like this, it's only available in spot. So all you can really do if it goes down in price is buy more of it. Well, I suppose you could sell it, but that would be a daft thing to do, wouldn't it? Unless you really thought it was going to go to zero. I don't think this will. I think it just might be one of these things that, takes years to take off, or it might just go crazy in the next few months. Who knows? I kind of wish I hadn't bought it, but I didn't buy very much anyway. So I'm pretty sure I'll get my money back at some point. Just not sure when. Anyway, talking about random spot buys, a friend of mine asked me to have a look at Internet Computer. ICP is the ticker. I think it's also known as Dfinity, which stands for Decentralized Infinity. And what it's all about like the kind of cloud services such as Amazon Web Services, where you can basically rent or have applications living in the cloud, and then you pay Amazon for the actual storage. So you've got AWS. I mean, that's kind of what most big companies and stuff, they kind of run all their stuff on AWS. I actually use AWS as well for like storing things like MP3 downloads, that kind of thing, just because it's very, very, very cheap. You know, you literally pay like a few pence every month for, you know, a decent amount of storage. It's not as easy to use as something like Dropbox. Now, what the idea is with ICP is it's a kind of like a decentralized version of Amazon AWS. I haven't looked that much into the technology of it, but I do remember watching some videos about it a while ago and being quite impressed with the idea. Now, his friend of mine was saying, like, should he sell all his Ethereum and buy ICP with it? I personally think that's a terrible idea, because you never know with these things. I mean, it is actually down from when it was launched. It was obviously launched, well, this is on Binance, but this was May 2021. That was when everything was going really, really well, wasn't it? So, you know, if you'd have bought some then, you'd be down now sort of 99%. So that wouldn't be good, would it? Now, Ethereum didn't do that. And I think Ethereum probably has the likelihood to sort of easily 10x from where it is now over the next few years. This would have to increase by kind of like 24,000% to get back to where it was in 2021, which sounds a bit scary to me. But let's just have a quick look on CoinMarketCap at ICP. Okay, well, ICP's got a current market cap of like 5.5 billion. So it's certainly not a low cap, is it? It has a fully diluted market cap of 6 billion, which is like, you know, 6 times bigger than eGold, for example, or about like, say, 12 times smaller than something like Solana. So ICP overall, it's not really one that tickles my fancy, just because, you know, I don't really like graphs like this, where it's done pretty much nothing for the last year and a half, you know. But you never know with these things, do you? Anyway, if anyone's got any insight about Internet Computer and they want to tell me about it, please do leave it in the comments down below. I might do a bit more research about this. It's not really something that I'm going to get involved with because it's just kind of been hanging around a bit too long for my liking. And I've got a few too many things like that I'm already involved in that are in the same kind of position, such as eGold, such as ZoidPay, for example. But the thing is, with those things, I know kind of what's happening and what they're all about, whereas this, I'd have to learn it all from scratch, really, and try and get a feel for what the company's all about. I believe they are Swiss, though, which is always a good thing, because Swiss people tend to be quite thorough, quite deliberate about the way they do things, and kind of efficient and safe. That might be something. Anyway, if you've got any thoughts about this, please do leave them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you think. While you're down there, do make sure you are subscribed and you've got the notifications set on all. Give the video a like, of course, because I'm sure you like it. But above all, tell your friends.